Hey, welcome to Digging Into the Bible. My name is Jim Barnard. This is a production of Tiller Coaching. All right, well, it's day 68. Thanks for joining me. We are wrapping up Matthew chapter 25 today, and it's hard to believe how far we've come. There's only 3 more chapters left in the book of Matthew, and so I just feel very proud of where we've gotten to and really looking forward to the last few chapters here. So today's section, I don't have much of a lead-in. It's titled The Final Judgment, and the Final Judgment, boo, 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 boo. I'm going to sing one more time in today's session. That's my goal here. So I hope you enjoy that. With that, let's go ahead and dig in. This is Matthew chapter 25, starting with verse 31. When the Son of Man comes in his glory, all the angels with him, then he will sit on his glorious throne. Before him will be gathered all the nations, and he will separate people one from another as a shepherd separates the sheep from the goats. And he will place the sheep on his right, but the goats on his left. Then the king will say to those on his right, "Come, you who are blessed by my Father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. For I was hungry, and you gave me food, and I was thirsty, and you gave me drink. I was a stranger, and you welcomed me. I was naked, and you clothed me. I was sick, and you visited me. I was in prison, and you came to me." Then the righteous will answer him, saying, "Lord, when did we see you hungry and feed you, or thirsty and give you drink? And when did we see you a stranger and welcome you, or naked and clothe you? And when did we see you sick or in prison and visit you?" And the king will answer them, "Truly I say to you, as you did it to one of the least of these my brothers, you did it to me." Then he will say to those on his left, "Depart from me, you cursed, into the eternal fire prepared for the devil and his angels. For I was hungry, and you gave me no food. I was thirsty, and you gave me no drink. I was a stranger, and you did not welcome me. Naked, and you did not clothe me. Sick and in prison, and you did not visit me." Then they also will answer, saying, "Lord, when did we see you hungry or thirsty, or a stranger, or naked, or sick, or in prison, and did not minister to you?" Then he will answer them, saying, "Truly I say to you, as you did not do it to one of the least of these, you did not do it to me." And these will go away into eternal punishment, but the righteous into eternal life. All right, so I think Jesus is just trying to desperately illustrate like what is going to happen to us. Like some of us will have an eternity secure in heaven, and others will not. And I don't think that he takes any like pride in that. I think that truly he wants everyone to be considered a sheep in this scenario, but he, out of his love and grace, gives us free will to choose, and not everyone will choose to live the sheep life. It makes me think of, do you remember the band Cake? He's going the distance. He's going for speed. It's so good, dude. Cake, every song that they had this instrument that they would like. It was like a rattle. Cake, man. And you guys are probably too young to know what I'm talking about, but they were really good. Anyways, they had this one song where it said, sheep go to heaven, goats go to hell. They were, it was a song of pure angst. It was like, they're speaking some biblical truth here, but then also trying to expedite those goats off to their destiny and just like get on with it. Well, that's just not Jesus's style. I think he's calling it out as truth. I mean, it is how things will be, but I don't think he takes any pride in that and is trying to push the goats off. So that's one thing that really jumps out to me in this section is that Jesus is just so desperately trying to paint this picture. He keeps saying it over and over and over again that some belong with him and others don't. And a few days ago, this was on day 64. I didn't have time to go into the theological aspect, and truly I don't today. I'm just about out of time. But he kept talking about the elect, and man, the concept of election is hard because there's sections like that section on day 64. This was Matthew 24, verses 15 through 31. It made it sound like there was like truly people that like were just given the opportunity to be a sheep, and then other people that were given the lot of being a goat. And I just have a hard time believing it, like I don't want to get into a large scale theological debate of, Calvinism versus Arminianism, but I think that there's a dynamic that, God exists in different forms. Like he exists in the past, and he exists in the present, and he exists in the future, all simultaneously. And he certainly knows, he knows if you are a sheep or if you are a goat. And if you're a sheep, I think it's, maybe we use the word election in a different way now, but he knows about it. He knows that you belong in heaven, that you have been given that spirit of adoption along with Christ. And that's great. But he also knows who doesn't make it, I suppose, using that same logic. That doesn't mean that he is just shunning them to be a goat, though. He's not pulling a cake here. I think God truly wants as many sheep as possible. So I encourage you to try to dig in today to try to figure out what would it take to be the best sheep possible. With that, I'm way over time. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And thanks for enjoying my singing. That's the most important part. All right, I will see you tomorrow as we start Matthew chapter 26. See you then.